Challenge simmers in Congress to one of the screwier products of the Obama administration's green energy obsession. Representative John Fleming, Republican of Louisiana, has proposed an amendment to defense spending legislation that would block funding of two executive orders forcing costly choices onto military leaders. The orders require the Department of Defense to involve what Fleming describes as a host of climate change bureaucracies in its acquisition programs, logistics planning, and military plans and operations. They also make the military help state and local governments with green energy efforts. These activities are simply not the mission of the U.S. military, Fleming wrote recently on a Heritage Foundation blog. They harm readiness rather than contribute to the lethality of our armed forces. Fleming, a member of the Armed Services Committee, said the military in 2013 had at least 680 wasteful green energy projects, most of which have not met the efficiencies or cost effectiveness promised. He cited an estimate by Representative Tom McClintock, Republican of California, that the Navy had to spend $21 million on a 10-acre solar array at Naval Station Norfolk to supply no more than 2% of the base's electricity. McClintock, introducing an amendment similar to Fleming's to defense legislation last June, noted Government Accountability Office estimates that in 2012, the Navy spent an average $26.20 a gallon on 450,000 gallons of biofuel for its green fleet, while the Air Force spent $59 a gallon on 11,000 gallons of mandated biofuel. And in 2014, the California lawmakers said the Pentagon had to buy more than 1,000 electric-powered Chevrolet Volts at a subsidized price of $40,000 each. Fleming, McClintock, and others are bringing needed attention to a program that represents little more than wasteful tokenism. It's a program that raises costs and hampers efficiency of a Defense Department otherwise struggling to move the opposite way. This happens, of course, because the Commander-in-Chief has made climate change mitigation the guiding standard of decision-making in his administration. Obama's myopia thrills the activist fringe. To Americans with superior perspective, however, it's just dereliction of duty. I'm Bob Tippie, editor of Oil and Gas Journal, and that's the editor's perspective, which appeared first in text at www.ogj.com on May 13, 2016.